Morning everybody. Today I'd like to talk to you about authenticity and the importance of authenticity. And I'd like to make reference to myself and what I used to do when I was younger. Now, when I was a little girl, I was that person that used to sing in their bedroom with the handle of a hairbrush for a microphone, and I was ABBA daft, and then quickly moved on to Duran Duran for probably most of my teenage years. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I love to sing. It's just something that I love to do. And there might be people that don't really know that about me, and I get an awful lot of pleasure out of singing. And when I was in my 20s, when I used to be going to the clubs and the bars, back then karaoke was a big deal. I mean, there was a lot of it everywhere you went. And I remember going probably for maybe 2 or 3 years and always wanting to get up, always wanting to grab the microphone, and never ever really having the guts to be able to do it. And the thing is, right, after a period of time had passed, I decided to just go for it. One night when I was out with my girlfriends, I thought, I'm just going to go for it. So anyway, I got over all the nerves. The adrenaline was as high as it could be. I was in a pub full of people. Half of them I knew, and I thought, right, this is either going to go, one or two ways. But anyway, I put my name forward, and the next thing I was getting shouted to sing. And up I went. Now, the funny thing is this progresses, there's probably only about 5 songs that I ever sing, right? Because that's the ones that I think I'm probably quite good at. So anyway, up I goes, picks the song, starts singing, comes off the floor when the song's over, absolutely as high as I can. Couldn't wait to get back up, just wanted to have the microphone all night. But there's a side of this story, right, that I want you to realise. When I was in that place, my energy was super high. My happiness was off the scale. I was bursting with excitement. It was brilliant. It was absolutely an amazing feeling. If you could capture that and put it in a jar and sell it, I think everyone would want it. So the reason that I want to explain this story to you is this. Even though I'm 55 now, I'm still that person that's singing in a house. I'm still that person that's walking along the beach with my earphones in my ears, singing along to my tunes. They're usually from the 80s, if anybody's interested, because regardless of what people might say, that was in fact the best era for music. And if I'm ever in my car and I'm on my own in the car, yeah, I am that person with the tunes up and I am singing along as I'm going out the bypass. And I'm in my element, and I'm in a really happy place, in a happy space. And I realise that singing might not be your thing, but what I'm trying to say here, what my message is today is this. Go back to when you were a teenager or your early 20s or, that kind of timeline, and remember what it was that you did that brought you an enormous amount of joy, an enormous amount of pleasure, and it just made you happy to be alive. And then harness that, or get it back, or go and do it again. If you stop doing it, start doing it. And honestly, the difference it will make to your life, and it doesn't need to be anything big. It can just be a wee thing. I mean, geez, for me, it's just singing, right? I mean, I don't even need to have an audience anymore. I'm just happy to just sing and it lifts my mood. Because here's the thing. You can't actually do something that you love and be miserable at the same time. It's actually physically and biologically possible, because you're in such a great place, you're having such a good time doing it. It brings you so much joy because you're actually being fully authentic, that you actually can't be anything else. So it's a beautiful day today. Whatever it is that you love to do, make some time to do it, right? Go and do it. And if you do ever see me and I'm singing in the car and I pass you, just smile and wave, right? Because I'm not going to stop. It's just who I am. And everybody that knows me knows this. My friends and my family know that, I used to be a bit of a karaoke queen in my younger years. And so for that said, I just hope that brings a smile to your face today. And I hope that if you are hiding behind any kind of mask, or you are shying away from something that you used to do because you think maybe, oh, you don't do that anymore because you're too grown up and that's too childish, or that's what you did when you were young, you don't do it now. Well, please don't be like that, because, you know, never ever lose the ability to look through life with childlike eyes, because that's where the greatest amount of joy and happiness lies. And you don't really have to look that far to find it. Just go inward, find what you love, and express it to the world. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.